G'day punters, welcome to Getting the Jump this week. We've got the Tab Kingsford Smith at Eagle Farm. Great to see a Group 1 back at the farm, Marc Ohlmus, and a horse will get a ticket into the Melbourne Cup at Flemington.
Yeah, the Andrew Ramsden. Gerard, good to be back. That Tab Kingsford Smith, now 1,300 metres. I think it's the second year it's been run as that. But back at the Eagle Farm track is a big tick. I know a lot in the Queensland racing industry will be happy, and a few punters with that big, wide open space down the straight will be happy to have a bet there.
Yeah, well, we start each show with the two biggest races of the weekend, and let's start with the Tab Kingsford Smith. Big field equals big value, and we got $6.50 the field here, trekking from I'm Excited, of course, betting Redzel in the Victory Stakes. The Bostonian coming out of its Doomben 10,000 win at $9.50. Home of the Brave Ringer Ding Ding 10. Dubious adding some interest. 2-year-old, Wait for Age in a Group 1, $15. Nikita Berryman from Barrier 14, 48 kilos. And you got the likes. You're getting value about Prompt Response at 14, dollar for dollar 16. Good race.
Really good race. I think you've covered it all, Gerard. But Dubious is a really interesting angle with a 2-year-old carrying 48 kilos. And look, he's not completely out of it, as the market suggests. I think they're treating him very cautiously at around about the $14, $15 mark. So it is shaping up to be a really good race, a really intriguing race. A few more solid form lines against a few up-and-coming form lines, the likes of Trekking, as I mentioned. But again, you're getting a fantastic price to find out about Trekking. My overs play, Gerard. West Australian. Look, and I say West Australian, but he hasn't been one of mine in the past. I thought his run was super first up in the Doomben 10,000 Man Booker. We'll make him $41 overs. Jake Baylor sticks on, which I really like. Look, Dan Morton's had success there in the past. I thought the horse was acceptable in the 10,000. Big wide open straight at Eagle Farm may be the key to him improving even further. Looks to be a fair bit of speed as well. So don't be surprised to see him flying second up, 1,300.
Well, if you find the winner in it, you're going to be paid very well. So just one of those races. So $41 there for Man Booker. And you've made your case. Let's go to the Andrew Ramsden, race number 8 at Flemington. Who gets a shot at the Melbourne Cup, Marc? And only two runners in the market. You got Surprise Baby for Paul Peruska, the Adelaide Cup winner, 2 starts back at $2.50. Steel Prince going for 5 in a row for Anthony Threeman at $3.80. Then you're going to She's Dashing, 11. There's some early bets for the Tasmania East Ender at 15. But just those top two in the market.
Yeah, this again, Gerard, it creates a bit of interest this time of the year towards the Melbourne Cup. I guess it kind of starts here in a sense. 2,800 now, not 3,200. Used to be the other 2-mile race. Gerard, I've gone around a few of the favourites, and not that they can't win. I think especially the Adelaide Cup winner, who was superb last start, Surprise Baby for Paul Peruska. It should have won last start. Got hampered by that really nasty fall from Belgravia. Arguably should have won and just kept coming to the line. Was off the bit when it got hit, but just kept finding the line. A really nice horse. I just thought the $3 into $2.50, it's already been backed, as you mentioned, just that little bit too short. Steel Prince is a very nice horse going places, but I'm keen on Instigator. Probably replaces the old guard of Swakadelic for Aaron Purcell. I really like the way this horse hit the line in the Warrnambool Cup. I thought it was superb. Getting out to 2,800 metres shouldn't be an issue. This horse has superb A-grade Group 1 form lines from Europe in Germany behind the likes of Deshingi's Secret and Vinstos, both Group 1 winners in Germany. Got a nice staying pedigree, which I think will suit him getting to 2,800 metres. $26. I had him marked around $12, Gerard. I think it's a really good bet.
Okay, there you go. Your overs play there. Let's go to overs-unders, and you're staying with the same race there, and you're looking at the favourite Surprise Baby.
Not that Surprise Baby can't win. Again, Gerard, just $2.50. I'd prefer to back something else at a bit of a price. $3 into $2.50. Respect the money. Barrier 18. Might just get that bit too far back. We'll have a big task ahead coming into the straight at Flemington, Gerard.
Gee, I reckon late in the season, some 2-year-olds have really emerged, haven't they? And there's one certainly at Randwick, back racing at Randwick on Saturday in race number 1, which, it's win on Anzac Day, Reloaded, was special.
It was very impressive, Gerard. I'm willing to take Reloaded on here, though.
Overs.
I think it's unders. And I think with the deductions that will come out of the race, with Disruptor going to Queensland, I think just wait, and you could probably get about even money, which will be the right price on Saturday. I'm worried about Barrier 1. You know, I hate Barrier 1 more often than not. And I think here as well, look, he was 4 wide, and he did have to get scrubbed to keep up with him, but that's because he was wide and off a slow tempo. he might have to just sit and sprint here, which is somewhat of an issue. He's probably good enough to win this and probably rightfully so the favourite for the JJ Atkins at the moment. I'm willing to let him go around the 220 at the moment, though. Just wait till Saturday if you want to bet him.
I still reckon those who loaded up on Anzac Day will be going again. Let's go to the BRC Sires next, and you're looking at an I Am Invincible Colt for Tony Gollan.
Garibaldi, I thought, maybe should have finished a length closer, maybe shouldn't have beaten Dubious and the likes of Strasbourg, but $17 here was bumped in the straight by 05 Glory, which was actually bumped by Jagged Edge, so there was a little bit of a domino effect there. Grand Am Shindig, Coolmore Group 1 winner, so I think getting out to 1,400 metres and maybe even a mile will suit despite being by I'm Invincible. Just think at the $17, there's improvement to come again out to 1,400 metres here.
Yeah, nice price. Okay, now toting around. So we got a $75,000 first four jackpot adding to that pool for you Tab customers for the Tab Kingsford Smith, and you're going to box a few here and you're leaving out the favourite Trekking.
Yeah, I've decided to go with the proven Group 1 form lines, or those with form lines around Group 1 horses. So just box them up. Keep it simple, Gerard.
Okay, you got 7 boxed up there. $100 gets you just around the 12% mark. Specking futures, and this time you're going to the JJ Atkins on Tab's Stradbroke Day.
Well, we just spoke about Reloaded, and Disruptor will more than likely go to Queensland. In fact, it will, because it's got a jockey listed, Larry Cassidy. $15 for the JJ Atkins. Its run was super in the Champagne. Getting out again to 1,400 metres. An improver here this weekend, but we'll have something on early doors for the JJ Atkins over a mile. Lovely Son of Dissident, this one.
Let's go to your play of the week. Now, your overs play of the week, the early arrival. And I'll tell you what, I looked at this horse as well. And it reads, when you look, it reads, 2 wins from 20-odd starts. It's been a tease.
He's very much a tease, Tangled. But he certainly is one of mine. He's been good to punters, each way punters, place punters. We'll have a go at him here. 2,200 metres, third up. I think after a few runs in Sydney, they decided we'll focus more on Brisbane because that's where he's more than likely to win a race. And at $14, certainly worth a bet. I've always liked Tangled, and I've always waited for him to get out to a trip, and this prep, he gets out to this trip.
He's due, no doubt about that. I'm going to Randwick now, 1,400 metre handicap. Renewal's in pretty good form. I looked at Noir coming, it's had a trial off a bit of a freshen up. Noir's running in group races, Queen of the Turfs and Coolmore Classics, etc. And he getting $11. Comes out of that Desert Lord trial, and watching the trial was very hard held. Looked pretty good, Noir. And for a runner of its calibre, I think $11 is a nice price. And a pretty good race, admittedly. Renewal, the $3.50 favourite. But Noir, 10-1.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Claimer as well. Few keen on Desert Lord towards the Stradbroke as well.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. Well, that win was certainly impressive the other day. Getting the jump mark. You can catch us each and every week on the Tab blog, Tab Social, and we're in the meaty part of the Brisbane Carnival.
Can't wait for this weekend, especially leading towards the Stratty, Gerard.
Good luck, punters. See you next week.